Hello, dear student. I am Pradeep Kumar. I will teach you maths. I hope you are enjoying yourself. Today is my first class in new session 2020-21. Your first chapter is integer. So let's start this chapter. We have learned we have learned about whole numbers and integers in class 6. We know that integer form a bigger collection of number which contain whole numbers and negative numbers. Once again recall this. We know that to represent integers are marked on the number line like this is 0. 0 to left we represent negative number. We represent negative number like 0, -1, -2 and so on. Next 1, 2, 2, 3 and so on. When we represent integers number on a number line, first first thing is remember that add a positive integer, add a positive integer we move to the right we move to the right we move to the right okay. Dear student, first thing is when we add a positive integer we move to the right. That means in this case we see this, all of you, if 0 then 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, -1, -2, -3. When we add two integers then like 2 like 2 plus 5, then we move right side. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0 to 2 and after that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 5 times. This thing is remember. And next one is when we add a negative integer like negative integer, this is the negative, right here negative integer, add a negative integer, we move to the left. That means if you have an integer line then we add negative integer plus 5, then plus 12 and minus plus minus 5. Then we add 12. First we move right side 12 times, then up to 12 times like here 12, and after that plus that, this is the negative integer, then we move left side from 12. Okay, then 12, 11, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay, then 7 is your answer. Okay, dear student, any, I hope you are understood this very well. Next one is subtract a positive integer, we move to the left. Third point is third point is third point, subtract a positive integer, we move to the left. Okay, dear student, subtract negative integer, we move to the right. When two positive integers are added, we get a positive integer. When two negative integer, when two when 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 two positive integer like plus 5 plus plus 2, then what is your answer? Right here 5 plus 2, that means plus 7. Your answer is plus 7. But when two negative integers are added, we get negative integers like minus 7 plus minus 2. Then what is your answer? Minus 7 and minus 2, that means minus 9. Okay, and next one is, when next point, when a positive integer and a negative integer are added, we find negative or positive integer on the basis of numbers. That means, look here, if you have two numbers like minus 12 plus plus 7, then what is the number after you solving this? Minus 12 and plus 7. Here is negative sign and this is the positive sign. Then when you always remember that when you add two numbers, one have a negative sign and other have a positive sign, then always this is a subtract. Then 12 minus 7, 5. But what is the sign of 5? Greater sign here represented here minus 12, then minus 5. Okay, this is this is this is already told to you in previous class with the help of activity. You remember that? Minus 12 plus 7 and plus 7. I'm draw number line, and uh, after that we count 0 to left minus 12, and after that plus 7 0 to right. Then your answer will become minus 5. Okay, dear student. Next, in this chapter we discuss now properties of addition and subtraction of integers. While you saw this table, properties of addition and subtraction of integers. First, you have first property, that's name closure property. Closure property. closure property, closure, closure property, property. And what is the closure property? We have learned that sum of two whole number, sum of two whole number. What is the whole number? What is the natural number? We already learned in previous class. Once again, I'm recall. Uh, uh, Once again, I'm recall. Natural numbers help us counting. They help us counting. Okay, natural number like 1 2 3 4 5 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and so on. And what is a whole number? uh, a natural number is starting from 0, 0 1 2 3 4, that is called whole number. And what is the integer number? When whole number and negative, 0 to left side, 0 to left side, we represent 0 to left side positive number and 0 to left side negative number on a number line. Or integer form a bigger collection of number which contain whole numbers and negative numbers. Okay, dear student. Now let's start first property, closure property. We have learned that sum of two whole numbers is again a whole number. In this property, we learn about when we add two whole number like a plus b belonging to whole number or natural number belonging to whole number. This sign is the belong to. That means belong, belong to. Okay. Example: if you take two whole number like 2 plus 3, then what is the sum of 2 plus 3? Example: 2 plus 3. Then what is the sum of 2 plus 3? Belonging to whole number. 2 plus 3, that means 5, and 5 also a whole number. Okay, dear student. Any doubt in closure property? Next one is closure under subtraction. Next one is closure under. This is the closure property, but under additive property, addition. Next one is closure property under subtraction. Then what it is? Look here. That means 5 minus 2, then belonging to 5 minus 10. What is the 5 minus 2? 3, and 3 also a whole number, part of whole number. Okay, dear student. Next one is a commutative property. First one is a closure property. Second one is a commutative property. Look here. What is the closure property and what is the commutative property? Like commutative property, commutative, commutative, commutative property. Okay, property. Okay. First one is a commutative. What is a commutative property? When we add two whole number like a plus a plus b, a plus b, this equal to b plus a. Okay, a plus b equal to b plus a. This is called commutative property. Example: 2 plus 3 equal 3 plus 2. Okay, this is the When you add 2 plus 3, then you find 5 and 3 plus 2 in right side also 5. Then both are equal to each other. This property is called commutative property. Okay, only interchange the number here. Okay, I hope you are understood. Next one is associative property. Associative property. What is the associative property? In associative property, consider associative property. Associative, associative, associative property, property. Okay, dear student. Property. In associative property, we have three numbers a a plus b within bracket and c out of bracket. Then this equal to, we write in this form like a out of bracket and b plus c within bracket. This property is known as associative property. We have three number a plus b within bracket and c out of bracket. This equal, once again once again write in this form a out of the bracket and b plus c within bracket. This property is known as associative property. Okay, what is the example of this property? Look here. If you have if you have three numbers like 2 2 plus 3 plus 6, this equal, we can write in this form 2 plus 3 plus 6. When we add this number 2 plus 3, 5 plus 6, 11. And after that, right side 3 plus 6, 9, 9 plus 2, 11. Okay, dear student, all of you understood this associative property. First one I am discuss with you. First one is closure property. In closure property, we have any we take any two whole numbers, then that sum is also out come out whole number. Okay, belonging to whole number. And second one is commutative property. In commutative property, we have two numbers like a plus b, then this equal to b plus a, when only we interchange this position. Okay, in third property, associative property, we have three number 2 plus 3 with within bracket and out of bracket plus 6. This equal to, we can write in this form 2 plus 3 plus 6. Okay, or we can say that a plus b within bracket and plus c, this equal to a plus b plus c. This is the standard property. Okay, next one is additive identity. Additive identity. What is the additive identity? Additive identity. Look here, dear student. Additive identity. Additive identity. Fourth property is additive identity. Additive identity. In this property, we have any whole number. We have any whole number or natural number. Then we add 0 then we add 0, then that number cannot be changed. Example, a plus 0, then come out a plus 0. When we add 0 with any number, when we add 0 with any number, then number cannot be changed. That means a plus 0 equal to a. Okay. Next example, 5 plus 0 equal to 5. Okay, dear student, this is the additive identity. Additive identity. Next one is additive. Next one is additive inverse. Additive inverse. What is the additive inverse? We have a integer. We have a integer like any integers like plus 5. That means once again, uh, we have any integer like plus a. Then what is the plus a? We write here plus a plus a. Then the additive inverse of plus a minus a. Okay. Next example, you can see this plus 7 equal to minus 7. Okay. This is the additive inverse, or minus 3, this equal to, we can write this form, minus 3, this equal to plus 3. Okay. This is the additive inverse. Change the sign in this property. Okay. Then I'm discuss with you 5 properties. First one is a closure, second one is a commutative, and third one is a associative, and fourth is a additive identity, and last one is additive inverse. Okay. I hope all of you understood very well. Then I'm starting once again. All the students, if we learn this property, then no doubt, no difficulties happen when you solve problem related with this chapter. Okay. Then this thing is very important, all of you to understood very well. Okay. Second one is second one is properties of multiplication. Okay. Properties of multiplication. This is the multiplication of integers. Multiplication of integers. Multiplication of integers. Look here. In this property also, I'm discuss with few 5 properties. First one is a closure property. First one is a closure property. Closure with the operation, with the help of operation multiplication. Okay. Here m- m- closure property under operation multiplication. Okay. Closure property. But in this property we discuss here mul- multiplicative operation of multiplication. Okay. First one is look here, a into b belonging to whole number, okay, or natural number. Example, 2 into 3 equal to 6, and 6 also belong to whole number, okay. Okay, dear student. And second one is commutative property. Again we discuss Once again we discuss commutative property, but in this property we take operation multiplication. Example, first one is commutative property. Commutative property, okay, this student. A into B equal B into A, both are equal to each other in this property. Example, 2 into 7 equal to 7 into 2. Then we multiply both number. 2 into 7 you got it 14, and 7 into 2 you got it 14, both are equal. This property is known as commutative property under the under the operation multiplication. Next one is associative property. In this property we have three number. You already know that in this property we have three numbers. Associative property. Associative property. In this number, look here, A into B within bracket and out of bracket C. Third number is C. Then this equal A into B into C. Okay. Now two example. Let's example 2 into 3 into 5. This equal 2 into 3 into 5. When you multiply 2 into 3, 6, and 6 into 5, 30. And right side 5 into 3, 15, 15 into 2, 30. Then both sides are equal to each other. This property is known as associative property. Next one is identity. Multiplicative identity. What is the multiplicative identity? Multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity. When we multiply any number with 1, okay, any natural number with 1, okay, not whole number, okay. When we multiply any whole number with 1, then example, first one is this property is like A into 1 equal to A. This is the multiplicative property, multiplicative identity. A into 1 equal to A. That means if you take example like 7 into 1 is equal to 7. Any number with you multiply with any number, we multiply 1 with any number, then you got it itself. Okay, dear student, I hope you all of you understood this. Next one is inverse, multiplicative inverse, multiplicative inverse, multiplicative inverse. what is inverse. Okay, inverse. Then in this property, if we take any whole number, like we take any natural number like a, then its inverse is 1 by a. Example, if you take 12, then this the multiplicative inverse of this number is 1 by 12. Okay, if you take 1 by 5, then multiplicative inverse of 1 by 5 equal to 5. Okay, second example. Okay, dear student, I hope no doubt in this property. Then we discuss here closure property, commutative property, associative property, additive, sorry, identity, multiplicative identity, and multiplicative inverse. All the property, we learn in this chapter. So next we start your chapter now. First, all the student learn this property, 5 property. First one is closure, second one is commutative, third one is associative, and fourth one is existence of identity or identity, and uh, last one is existence of inverse. Okay, all the student learn this 5 property under the operation of multiplication and under the operation closure addition, under the operation of addition and multiplication. Okay, now let's start your first chapter, integer. Then in this chapter we learn about when we go up above the sea level, suppose this is your sea, this is your sea, okay, dear student, this is your sea. This is the when we go up above the sea level and below the sea level. Okay. When we go up above the sea level 500 meter and below the sea level 200 meter, then how many distance travel you above the sea level 500 meter and below the sea level 200 meter? If we uh, we uh, if we consider that aeroplane fly flying flying 500 meter above the sea level, and a submarine floating below the 200 below the 200 meter below the sea level, then what is the total distance? What is the total distance between 500 and between aeroplane and submarine? What is the total distance between aeroplane and submarine? Then we add 500 and 200. Then your value is 007. Then your total distance between the aeroplane and submarine is 700. Okay, dear student, that means when we go up, because because you already know that about this. Distance is always distance. We consider distance is always distance have no unit. Sorry, uh, sorry. And if we already know that distance never negative. You already know that distance never negative. Okay. Next one is I'm discuss here when you observing temperature of today today you observing the temperature, then 720 sorry 42 degree centigrade. Today's temperature of 42 degree centigrade. And what is the temperature of yesterday? 35 degree centigrade. 35 degree centigrade. And you observe tomorrow temperature like this, then 37 degree centigrade. Then what you do this? What you see this? Yesterday, 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 35 degree centigrade. Yesterday, yesterday, today, today, and tomorrow, 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 tomorrow temperature. Tomorrow. Okay. Then in this we observe that 35 degree centigrade yesterday temperature, today is 42 degree centigrade, and tomorrow uh, suppose that 37 degree centigrade. Then we we look this changing in temperature 35 degree centigrade yesterday, they increase how many today? 5 degree centigrade. 42, and here is 35, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. 7 degrees centigrade, sorry, 7 degrees centigrade. Okay, 7 degree. How many? 7 degrees centigrade. And after that, tomorrow decrease how many degrees centigrade? 5 degrees centigrade. Okay, 5 degrees centigrade. Okay. Now let's the conclusion of this example is when we when the decreased temperature, then we denoted by negative integer. The number is denoted by negative integer, and we goes when we increase temperature, we denoted by positive integer. Okay. If we have a if look one example, 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3. No, this is the integer line. 0, 10, 20, 30, -10, -20, -30. Okay, -20. Then we see this integer line. if we if suppose that temperature today temperature of Gorakhpur 26 degrees centigrade. Suppose that 26 degrees centigrade, and after 2 days recorded the temperature 36 degrees centigrade. After 2 days, that means if today is Monday, then Tuesday, Wednesday, recorded the temperature of Wednesday, 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 36 degrees centigrade. Then what is the changes in temperature? What do you look this in this 26 degrees centigrade and 36 degrees centigrade? That means temperature increase after 2 days. How many? 36 and 26. Then 36 minus 26, you got it 10. 10 degrees centigrade temperature increases after 2 days. Okay. On the basis of these five properties, with under the operation of multiplication and addition, all the question solved of this chapter. Okay. If you any doubt, any question, if you any doubt in any question, then you comment comment the comment box. Okay. Okay, Israel. Bye.